was posed with a question from a good girlfriend of mine. Is the side chick wrong for demanding more time since she knew what it was from the jump? Should he give her a bit more of him? The thing is, he plans y'all rendezvous around his wife's schedule. In the beginning, it was okay with you. Then suddenly, that schedule isn't working for you anymore because 1, you are now available at all times of the night, unlike before. 2, you hate hooking up before 10 p.m., but you did it in order to see him. And 3, you are now wanting more of his time than he's willing to give because he doesn't want to rock the boat in his marriage. Who is wrong and who is right? We'll find that out with this conversation on Hanging Out with Hayzel. I am Hayzel Greene, an inquisitive, unapologetic, voluptuous introvert who blooms and blossoms behind closed doors. This is my podcast, a platform where I will discuss my writings and where I will bring to light conversations with my good girlfriends, sisters, brothers, and homeboys about love, life, music, and most importantly, sex. So leave your judgment at the door and welcome to Hanging Out with Hayzel.
It's Hayzel, baby.
No, like before it was different because, sometimes you be going through some things. Maybe, you might have been in a relationship yourself. You know what I'm saying? It was doable at that time. It was workable. It worked for you. But then things change. Things happen in your life. Now you don't have to just commit to just that same schedule anymore. Now you kind of back on the scene as a single person. You're not working around someone else's schedule who you was dealing with, right?
Yeah, I get it.
You're not working around their schedule. So now there's no other person scheduled to work around. It's just you. So now you're wanting more. But I think that too, like in the beginning, it's just kind of known that, hey, this is what it is and this is what we're going to do. Don't expect any more than this.
Right.
And it's understood. But eventually at some point, one or the other is going to start developing feelings. It's just natural. It's bound to happen. Somebody's going to want more time.
Right.
So the situation here is he wants the time, but he wants it when it's convenient for him, which is understandable if he's stepping outside his marriage. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, let me ask this question. Before you keep going, let me ask you this question. Now, 1, is the dick good?
Yes.
Okay. 2, is the quality time that you spend together acceptable?
Here's the thing. The last couple times, no.
Why do you think that was?
Well, I know why that was. That was because issues that was going on in the marriage. And the mind, it's like the mind and the dick wasn't connected. So it's like the energy was there, but because of issues that was going on in their marriage, the performance was just whack.
Well, he wasn't supposed to bring that to your bed.
Exactly. Right. And then it turned into a therapy session.
Oh, shit. Lay down on the couch. But see, this is my thing.
It's like, what is wrong? Like, I'm noticing something is off. The energy is different. And then that's when it's, he's like, well, I'm sorry. Like, I really want to do this, but like, I'm just having some issues at home. And so that particular night, it was more or less of a personal revenge type thing, I think it was. But it kind of backfired on him because he couldn't perform worth the shit.
Well, he owe you.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? And so since that night, like, we haven't hooked up since then. And it's been probably maybe 2 months now.
Damn. But y'all are in communication, though.
Oh, every day. But now it's, hey, when are you going to hook up? When I'm going to see you. So you're wanting the time, but I'm on some different shit now. It's like I still don't mind, but being that I'm not in a committed relationship, I now have others that I'm seeing too.
Okay, so right now, you are the quote-unquote side chick, and at some point, he was the side nigga, and y'all was siding it together. Now, let me stop. Girl, and that's so
Exactly.
disappointing, especially if you know he got good dick, and then he come and serve you some mediocre, and
You
you're
know
like,
what I'm
wait a
saying?
minute, what happened?
Right. What's going on? Like the energy was there. The energy was all up in the room, but there was no performance. It's like, but you know, you're trying, but there's nothing there. It's like a car trying to start, and that bitch just don't turn on.
Oh shit, he need
So,
a
you know,
starter.
I start the car, and I said, "Why you like? Wait a minute, I gotta go pop the hood." That's what happened. I had to pop the hood. Like, hold on, what's going on?
He was not the Energizer battery. Kid.
You know. So even though now I feel like, okay, yeah, I might be, you know, asking for a little bit more than the usual, but I feel like here I'm deserving of that. You know what I'm saying? But
Question: How long have y'all been together, messing around? Mm. Okay.
Let's just say it's been a while.
Oh.
It's definitely we're gonna just say over a year, but it's been a minute. It's been a minute.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So let me go to number 2 right quick, and that was you hate hooking up before 10 p.m., but you did in the past in order to see him.
Right.
So I'm just gonna assume he's a person that goes out at night, and it's not uncommon in his household for him to leave out. And
well, here's the deal. It's not that it's uncommon. It's uncommon to leave out after a certain time because people gonna do what they're gonna do, right? So it's say baby, I'm going to the gym, and then there's no gym because the 2 hours that's spent at the gym is spent elsewhere with me. You know, I've made plans to accommodate that, but it also accommodated me too. You know, like the timing at that particular time was okay for me because of the situation that I was in, right?
You was his gym. Shit, you was working that ass out.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I'm saying? So you still got his workout.
I know, right? Oh, you had
And
a good time, baby.
Huh?
I said, oh, you had a good time, baby.
Hell yeah, them 2 hours was like lit. You feel me?
Wow.
Like I couldn't ask for better. It was on and popping. But now the thing is that my situation has changed, and so once again, I'm not in a relationship. I'm not in a committed relationship with anyone, right? So, you know, I just been kind of doing my thing. And so sometimes my thing involves me, you know, not really being out there until after 10 o'clock. And you don't want to be gone past 10 because you don't want to have to answer questions. So
I think he needs to compromise.
It's a player's rule. It's a player's rule. You know, it's a player's rule. It's like, I'm going to do what I want to do. A player's going to do what they want to do, but they're going to do it within the time period of normalcy, like whatever their normal schedule is. You know, if they work from, you know, 9 to 5, right? And they decide they want to, you know, have a fling or whatever on the side, then they're not going to do it after 5 when normally they're home by 7, right? So they may do it within that 9 to 5. So that means taking off a couple hours early from work, whatever the case may be, to still keep that same schedule. That's a player's rule. That's in the game book. We know that. So, you know, nobody wants to rock the boat. But
so y'all had this conversation though, right?
Oh, definitely.
And what is it? Oh yeah, I want to, but
like for instance, I'm gonna pull this up. I'm gonna share this with you.
Please do.
Let's see. So, for instance, they want to hook up one night, right?
Okay.
I was actually in the city, you know, that night near where he lived. I wasn't available until around 11 because I had some other things that I was engaging.
Okay.
So I was like, okay, well, I'll call you when I'm done. It'll be about 11. So he was like, well, no, you know, I can't leave after that time because, you know, she's going to be home and blah, blah, blah. Okay, so I'm like, well, you know, I'm trying, but this is the only time I'm going to be available is at 11, you know. So, which 11 o'clock came, and I thought about, you know, getting in touch with him. I was like, you know what, he going to come. So I didn't worry about it. So the next morning, I ended up texting him saying, you know, what's up, how you doing, blah, blah. And I told him, I said, yeah, I was actually, you know, available at 11, but I ended up not contacting you. And so he was like, yeah, you know, 11 was too late. He says, but my weekend was free. But, you know, the weekend was free according to what was convenient for you. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I made the comment, well, you know, sometimes I like the late night style, you know, but I said, I understand what you're saying. I don't know, Negroes nowadays be tripping me out because he's not the only one that suggested that, hey, go get a room and I'll slide through in the morning on the way to work. Who the fuck wants to do it in the morning time? Like, I'm not a morning person.
Okay.
Morning is my worst time of the day. So whether we together as a couple or not, it's just not my cup of tea.
No,
So,
I get it. Especially before work. It's like you want to take a breath, relax. And depending on how good the dick is, you might want to roll over and cuddle, go to sleep or something. And you got to get up and go to work.
Yeah, just go to work, So that just don't work for me. I'm not a morning person, period.
Well, you know what? I remember a time now. I've not been married before, but I've been in, relationships. And I had met this guy that I wanted to be with. And it was difficult. And I had to figure out a way that I could spend some time with old boy. So what I wound up doing one day, and, I'm very skilled when it comes to, computers to a certain extent. So I came up with this whole ass letter a week or two ahead of time that I had somewhere to go for the job. And I sent it to myself on the email from somebody else just in case it was, a problem and we wanted to actually show some proof. Girl, I typed out an itinerary. Girl, I had the whole hookup. I'm talking about PowerPoint, just everything, because I'm about to go to a seminar or something for the whole weekend, and and I'm about to be gone. So,
right.
Hey, so I believe that if there is a will, there is a way, and if you really want to be with this person, you gonna figure it out. So, right, nigga, you need to make a Walmart run. And we know that it's only 2 lines open at Walmart and it's 11 people up in there. So you need to make a Walmart run or something going on with your homeboy. So you most definitely need to go and console your homeboy. And I mean, it's like you can make it happen if you really want to make it happen.
We really want to. Exactly.
You just don't want to.
And that's the thing. So, it's like, that's just, that's some side chick shenanigans. It's them boundaries. And, now he's telling me that I've been shutting him down. I've been shutting down all of his accounts. And no, I haven't been. And within those, since the last time, I'll tell you, it's been 2 months. In those 2 months, there have been attempts on his end. And yes, I've been shutting them down because it's like,
you got shit to
really
do.
And truly. Well, I'm still pissed off from the last time. Like, you wasted my
You wasted your time.
You know what I'm saying? You wasted my time, bro.
No satisfaction.
So,
I said no satisfaction.
None.
Damn.
So I think
disappointing deed.
I really think that the last 2 so-called attempts that he says that he's made, and I've said no, I've shut him down. I think that he's in his mind. It's like he knows he needs to make up for that, but I'm just not feeling it. Like, I'm just not feeling it right now because I don't have time for the same damn thing. Like, it's one thing to be the side piece, right? But I don't know, to sit there and I gotta counsel your ass. Nah. I mean, that's crazy.
Oh God, you don't need no scraps. Scraps and consultation.
Oh, yeah.
That's rough. So this is the thing. So you have to tell him that, like, moving forward, when you having issues at home, don't bring that energy to me.
Thank you.
Because when you having sex with me, you are giving me your energy.
Right.
And if you got fucked up energy before you come lay with me, then you're going to transfer that fucked up energy to me. And I want no parts of it.
Right.
Absolutely.
Right. And this was the fun.
Keep that shit somewhere else.
I'm going to read this to you. This was funny. He says, you're never available. You have more reasons than me to not hook up, and I'm the one married, LOL. And I respond, that's the problem. You're married. Like, what part that you don't get? That's the problem, He says, but you knew that from the beginning. I never lied to you.
That's true, but why are you stepping out on your wife in the first place? Like, what is the problem? See,
well, they've had a lot of marriage issues for quite some time. And I really think that, well, I'm not going to say I really think, I know that he's staying out of a convenience. it's out of the benefits. Is why he's staying.
Okay.
So I think it's just a matter of time, really, because one thing about a wife, if a wife is married to a man and he's a whoremonger, she gonna know about it. Because before you even as a side piece come into play, there was many other instances that went on before that. You feel me? So
I feel you.
she know what she got. But at the same time, a lot of these women, they use their benefit to keep a man. And most times it works. So I'm not in the business of breaking up a happy home. That's not what I am. Most times the homes are already damaged to begin with before I even come in the picture.
So some people might want to ask the question and say, well, if you know it's already damaged, why would you add to it?
That's a good question. Selfishness? Not my problem.
Especially if he got good dick.
Dick shouldn't be that good,
Yeah. Now, I was told that I didn't commit to the wife, so why should I care?
Mm-hmm.
I know that's horrible.
Wait.
I think being on both sides of the coin, being in a relationship that you were cheated on, and being a cheater, it's a thin line.
It is.
It's a thin line.
It really is.
Because I know I used to get mad I'm talking about fighting mad when it used to come up that, my mate at that time cheated. Now, once upon a time, when I tell you never cheated, and I had been cheated on several times, then I was like, you know what? Fuck that.
Right.
I'm about to, you know what I'm saying? I'm about to get mine, whatever get mine mean at the time. But it's like, why do I have to always be the one to take the short end of the stick?
All the time. Right. Right.
So to all the women that I've slept with your man. No, let me stop. I'm just kidding.
You know what?
Swear, I'm kidding.
For me, it's like, I don't have a problem with sending you home at the end of the night. You know what I'm saying? I don't have a problem with that because I like my freedom. You feel me? I like not being in a committed relationship, which is strange because I used to not be that way. I didn't start feeling like this after the last relationship that I was in. And then, I began this new way of thinking. So I don't have a problem with sending you home. I don't want all the drama that goes into a relationship, but there are times when I do want to spend more time with that one person. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, trust me, I understand.
So that's just kind of where we're at right now. Like, I want more time, but I want it the way that I want it.
But this more time, is it more time within the home or with time out, movies, dinner? I mean, what is that more time?
More time is more of that, I guess, that quality time, that one-on-one, whatever, just whatever.
So it doesn't have to be outside the house. It can be inside the house.
Yeah.
Just long as
at the house, right.
You have time.
It's just more time than just what I'm getting. So
a whole movie with some popcorn. I said a whole movie with some popcorn.
Right.
Okay.
It don't always have to be a sexual thing.
Okay. So let me ask you this question. On your end, it doesn't have to be sexual all the time.
Right.
But on his end, is it always sexual?
Honestly, no.
Okay.
No. Just as of late in the last, I'll say 4 or 5 months, yes. But before that, no. There's been many times that, it was chill time, just strictly chill time, not Netflix and chill, just chill. So, it don't have to always be that. And I'm fine with that too. That's where that part comes in where I say, the spending the whole night. Because, realistically, who's going to spend the whole night and have sex all night long? Hey, it can happen.
Yes, it can.
But it don't have to, and that's cool. So,
but wait, maybe it don't, because a lot of times men, they need their 15 minutes in between sessions. So
right, exactly.
We're not going to say all night. We're just going to give them their 15 minutes in between intervals. How about that?
I think it's evolving into a situation with us where I don't want to be on that schedule no more. I don't want to be on that schedule anymore. So I don't know if that's making sense.
No, it absolutely makes sense.
Yeah, I just don't want to be on that schedule anymore. I just want to be on a different schedule. More options, I guess, than just 2 hours, So.
Oh yeah.
But once again, it still comes down to, we knew what the boundaries was before this thing got started, and so you have to keep your feelings in check. And that's where the problem comes in. Is a lot of times we don't keep our feelings in check, and then we start wanting more. So
And that actually can go on both ends of the spectrum.
yeah,
It doesn't have to be you all the time. It could be him.
right.
So I think negotiations need to come back into play. We need to put it back out on the table, and we need to come up with another plan where, I'm happy too, because right now I'm not happy. Yes, I did say this the first time, but people grow, they evolve. So this situationship should grow and evolve as well.
Right. Right.
And Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays are no longer good for me. I need to throw a Tuesday or Thursday in the mix.
You know what I'm saying? Right. So
Yeah, so that's that conversation. You have to, and I say conversation rules the nation, and you most definitely need to have that conversation with him and say, look, this is where we were. For one, don't bring that bullshit that you bought with me those 2 times. If you got issues with your wife,
right,
reschedule, because I don't want no parts of it.
Exactly.
It's a waste of my time. It's a waste of whatever you do to prepare for that evening, because I'm sure you prepare your mental and physical for that man that day. And if he come with that bullshit, it's like, yo, you wasted my time. And time is money.
Exactly.
Time is something that I cannot get back. So that's one thing you want to talk about. The second thing is, we need to renegotiate when we can see each other.
That's right.
And how long we can see each other.
That's right.
And because you're the one that's committed to your wife, then you need to figure out how to work that out so that you can come see me if that is truly what you want.
Right, right.
Because I ain't holding no gun to your head.
Hello? Anybody got no black guys in the house?
I don't know about that. Look, I don't know. No. But somebody initiated it, and matter of fact, who initiated between you and him? Who kind of threw that?
Ooh.
Who kind of threw that fishing rod out?
I'm gonna say it like this. When we first met, it was an instant attraction, like literally instant. Like when I walked in the room, and I can't give the details of what room I walked into, but I walked in the room, he was present, and when we made eye contact, it was kind of like I knew right then and there, I'm going to get that. And I think he knew right then and there, he going to get that. And it took about a year before it actually came, out in conversation. So it was a little flirting back and forth before the actual, he was the first one that said something.
Okay. So you batted them eyelashes.
Huh?
I said you batted those eyelashes.
No, because it actually shocked me. It actually came by surprise. I didn't see it coming. Like I said, we did some innocent flirting, but I didn't see the next phase coming, which was, maybe we should just hook up and get away from everybody for a little bit and just chill. At the time, I was going through a situation in a relationship that I was in. Not any issues, like no relationship problems, but it was a situation. It was draining.
Okay.
So
he was needed.
Yeah. So I didn't just
let me ask you this.
it right then and there. It took me maybe 2 months before I was like, you know what? Yeah, I think I will. And I did. So it's been on and popping since then.
But that initial, is on. Was it something that you knew was going to extend? Or was it just something that, hey, I'm going to check that out just like real quick?
No,
like a one night stand type situation.
Yeah, it wasn't expecting anything else than what it was at that time. It was just that. It was just, it wasn't nothing to expand. It was just, okay, these are our moments. Hey, it's enjoyable. We're done. It was like that. And it was like that for quite some time. And then it wasn't
until the sex was good.
Oh, yeah. All the time. All the time. And it wasn't until, my situation changed. It was a year. Right. No, it's probably a good 2 years after my situation changed. And when I say my situation changed, meaning that I was no longer in a relationship. And now I had a lot of time and I was ready to get back out into the dating game. So it's like I think I want more now.
Okay, let me ask you this question. So you want more. He's married. Y'all are together. When y'all are together, if you decided to start talking to somebody else, is that a conversation that you're going to have with him, or that ain't his business?
No, I don't think
And you're going to do what you got to do.
No, I don't think it's his business because, once again, he's still in a marriage. So I don't think it's his business what I do.
Okay, so you're not committed to him. You just want to have sex and spend time.
Right.
That works for me. That works. I understand. Look, truly. So yeah, I was just wondering because sometimes some men, even though they're married and they're in relationships with their wife or whatever, that they think that you as the quote unquote side chick, side piece belongs to them. Like y'all are in a relationship, but no.
Right.
You're not in a relationship.
And you see, I think, I couldn't say, I'm sorry about that. I think that he has been so used to me, I kind of lost my train of thought, but I think that he had gotten so used to me being on that schedule and in the situation that I was in that it was comfortable for him. Now that I'm no longer in that situation, and I'm wanting more, I think that it's a problem for him.
Okay, so are you going to ever give him an ultimatum in the event that after, several months, he can't accommodate you with your schedule to what you like? Is there going to be an ultimatum, or are you going to just be, okay, well, I get it when I get it, and it is what it is, and you have to...
I'm going to be really honest on that. The ultimatum, I already can see it's coming.
Okay.
It's coming. But in the meantime, it's just going to be what it is. I'm just going to ride this thing out for whatever until better come along. How about that?
Oh, yeah. I truly understand. Let me get it when I get it until. But you never know. The other person that you talk to and start dealing with may have good dick, but not great dick like the dick you have already. So,
right. And I had someone ask me, do I think that I could be in a relationship with him? And the answer is hell no. I couldn't be in a relationship with him. His company is great. The conversation is off chain. The sex is 100, but I couldn't be in a committed relationship with him.
Okay, so you're not the person that thinks he's going to leave his wife for you.
Wait, say it again?
I said you are not the person that believes that he's going to leave his wife for you.
Oh, no. And I don't want him to.
You want to make sure that, that's why you counseling that nigga so you can make sure he stays his ass at home. Oh, hell no. Like,
yeah, no, I don't want to take away his big home.
That's funny.
No, I don't want a relationship with him. Like I say, the company is nice. It's fun. We're together. The conversation is good. Everything is good. But no, I couldn't do a relationship with him. That is like totally off the table. That ain't never gonna happen.
Okay. That's fair.
Yeah, there was a moment back when when the energy was wrong that particular night, and she had actually somewhat put him out, and I found out that night that he had not been at home. He had been staying in a hotel for a couple of days because of that. Now, I'm not saying that if he didn't have somewhere to lay his head that I wouldn't allow him to stay with me, because I would, but I still could not be in a relationship. I'm just not gonna have him out on the street,
right? Because you care that much about him.
I do care. Yeah, I do care. But I couldn't be in a relationship with him because the trust.
Yeah,
I know what you're doing with me. So.
Girl, I was about to say that. You already cheating with me, so I know you going to cheat on me. What?
Exactly.
You know what? Of course. Here I go. So I was in a relationship with someone. And when I tell you I was in a relationship for a number of years, I'm just going to say 5+. And at some point, throughout his cheating, I got tired. Now, was I always tired? No. Did I always, no, always is not the right word. Did I accept him back after finding out that he was cheating? Yes. But then there was a time I was like, yeah, no, I can't do this no more. I'm getting, too old to be playing these little games that you're playing. Now, the thing is, for the first 2 or 3 times that he cheated, I never cheated. So then I was just like, you know what? Let me see if the grass is greener on the other side. And let me step out and let me do my little 1-2.
Right.
Of course, when he found out, oh my God, he was livid. It was like, how dare you? What?
Exactly. They can never handle it when it's given back to them now. You know that.
Baby. So now I said I was going to do a segment that was called You Ain't Got to Lie to Kick It, Craig. This whole session had to do with the fact that, like I said, he's moved on and I've moved on. And he, you know, he has another child's mother, baby mama, what have you. And they're together. They live together. So I get a message on Facebook from somebody I know and was like, hey, give me a call. And I'm like, okay, you know, and I'm thinking, I haven't talked to this person in a long time. And, you know, hey, we going to, you know, meet up or what have you. So I called this person. I'm like, hey, what's up? And they was like, well, you know, I just wanted to tell you that, you know, I'm fucking your baby daddy. And I said, huh? Yeah, so I'm fucking your baby daddy. And I just thought that because I know you, that, you know, I thought I would let you know. But disclosure, I didn't know until about a month and a half ago. You know, we've been dealing with each other almost 2 years, but I didn't know. And then I said, oh, okay, that's cool. So I said, you know, I'm not going to talk down on the brother. I said, he got issues, but, you know, it is what it is. And just me, I think I was a little messy, but not too messy. And I was like, well, you know, he got a whole ass baby mama he live with. And she was like, I know. I said, okay, just as long as you know. And then, you know, we had the conversation. Now, the reason why she decided to call and tell me is because his ignorant ass told her, yeah, so I called her and I told her, yeah, that's why I'm fucking one of your friends. And my response with her was, he ain't told you no shit like that. Because some niggas is crazy or they play the fuck out of crazy, but they ain't crazy for real.
No, they not crazy.
They ain't crazy for real. But anyway, my thing is, and the reason that I brought this up is that the woman that he's with, as far as his live-in girlfriend, baby mama, or whatever, you got him with him cheating on me with you. So at some point, don't you think he's going to cheat on you with someone else?
Somebody else, exactly.
And it's unfortunate and it is sad that we as women have to be subject to such cruelty and nonsense, but it's just the way of the world, you know.
Right, that's it.
Now, I heard, and I think I looked at this TikTok or video with Plies, and I love him. He be keeping it 100.
Right.
And he made a comment to say that you're not supposed to be out here trying to do it alone. And I get it. I absolutely get it. But there's a way to do things correctly. And right now, we as people, we ain't got that shit right. Now, did our ancestors have it right? I think so. They knew how to maneuver and work the system, so you say, because you had whole ass families that didn't know about other whole ass families, and nobody really skipped a beat.
Right.
And right now we got people that are not taking care of their home and their makeshift home. Because the thing is, if you are sleeping with me and this is something regular and this is constant, then you technically made a home. So you need to take care of home. And that goes back to you when you said, does he? No, I'm going to say that wrong. That goes back to you when you want to change the original arrangement because you need it to benefit you too and not just him.
Right.
He need to work that out. So
Right.
whoever you are, no, I'm just kidding. You need to work
For
that
real.
shit out, bruh. Because
You're right. Work that shit out and keep that energy over there.
yeah, because we want the good dick when it's good. We don't want the good dick when it's bad.
Thank you. Don't bring me that.
Right. We want Marvin Gaye. We want that sexual healing.
Ooh, 24/7. What you say?
What you say, not what you say. No, but seriously, I think that, we need to get this together. Do we want to be side chicks? No. Does society force us to be side chicks? Yes. Is this something that we want to give back and renege to have someone of our own? Yes.
Right.
But see, one of the things is you do have people who are honest up front, and they'll tell you, yeah, I'm in a relationship with somebody, or yeah, I'm married. And they put it out on the table for you to decide what it is that you want to do.
Exactly.
But then there are others that don't tell the truth.
Right.
They don't let you know. And then once your feelings get involved, and yes, we as women are very, very, very emotional creatures.
Mm-hmm.
And once we get involved, it's hard for us to let go.
Right.
And some women who, I guess, quote unquote, have they shit together will be the first to say, oh, well, shit, I'll leave that nigga. Don't fuck with that nigga. But you can't do that because you don't know how that other person's heart is.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
I almost sound like I was smart.
Fine, baby. That's the fine line.
Fine line between love and hate. It's a thin line.
They ain't ready.
Hey, between love and hate. I can't sing word for damn.
That's it.
Oh, wow.
Ooh, this was a good one here. I enjoyed this. Yes.
I'm so glad that you posed those questions because I most definitely is going to, look into them a little bit more. Side chick shenanigans. And again,
and there should be a part 2 to this one because I actually have another. I gotta go, but I actually have another story.
Oh well, yeah, we gonna have to hook up. And like I said, the story I read last week was called Side Chick Situation. So it kind of played right on point.
Into that, yeah,
right on point. So I can't wait to hear the next one.
Maybe this one could be a sequel to that one.
Well, it already is. We gonna stamp and approve. This is the sequel to Side Chick Situation.
Side Chick Situation.
That's right.
Side Chick Shenanigans.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because we got to put up with some stuff.
Yes, we do. Ladies. We do. But it's cool.
Yeah.
Well, I thank you for giving me the question. Because I'm like, soon as I read this, I'm like, wait a minute, hold up. Oh, we got to hit record on this one.
Yes, I said this is a Hayzel Greene situation right here.
It is. Because I've been there.
Yeah.
And I've understand it. And no, I didn't grow up to say I want to be a side chick. Mama, I did not say it.
And you were so right.
I know, right? But at the end of the day, and I know you got to go, but you are not wrong for wanting more time. And he is not wrong. It's one of those lines. You have to walk the tightrope at the end of the day. And you got to teeter because the situation in itself is not 100% right. But since you're in the relationship, or situationship, you have to figure out how to work together with things. So whoever you are, homeboy, you need to come back to the table and you need to renegotiate terms and conditions of this verbal contract.
Boom. That's it.
And then drop the mic. Well, we have come to the end of this week's episode. I want to first thank you for listening to the insanity that crosses our minds. To those who partake and entertain in my conversations, without you, there will be no hanging out with Hayzel. To Platinum Way Ray and Mac of the Tracks, we're looking out for my dope beat. And last but not least, shout out to my other half for making this possible. Because at the end of the day, she is I and I am her. If you thought this show was interesting, be sure to tune in to next week's episode and tell a friend. Support the movement. All things Hayzel Greene. Find my books on Amazon.com. Follow, listen, and like at HayzelGreene.com. Hayzel Greene on Facebook and HayzelGreene216 on IG. 2 fingers. And I'm out. Hey, 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 hey.